Bobby sent me this couple last week, I think it was, where NBA Youngboy said he's not big on having kids. I think they said he got 11 kids by 10 different women, and the latest gender of his latest daughter or latest child, is not revealed. I think they said he had 7 boys and 3 daughters, because you don't know what the one that was born in April last year is. But apparently I seen some pictures posted with his father and his other kids while he was incarcerated. Apparently his dad is doing 55 years for a robbery gone wrong, and he been in there since he was 8 years old. So his father been in there since NBA Youngboy 8, and he said that he wrote like a little letter they was talking about in one of the articles I was reading. Said he went through it on his own, but it's all love or something like that. But I mean, you see the cycle. You see the cycle. 10 different women continue to have kids with him, knowing that he not big on fatherhood. Now he's still on house arrest in Utah. He said he don't go out much. He stay in one room, watch TV, bond with his kids. But he said he not big on it. He said I ain't want to sugarcoat nothing. Especially I think he been in house arrest for a little hot minute now. He probably like changing diapers, kids yelling, screaming, jumping on him, spending money with 11 kids, throughout the year, birthdays, clothes, this, that, and the third. He said, I'm not really big on it. So, and, at the end of the day, the women that they get with him, they already know. They already know. So, if women turn around and say, they don't know, or he ain't this or he ain't that. I mean, you had 9 other baby mamas to figure it out. What happened to the first? What happened with the second? The first one was the only one you probably can't fault. Maybe the second, maybe you want to make a case for the third. But after that, you like, come on. You just ask yourself, what is it with women, procreate with them, and then, women are like, they raise a generation of kids, and then they complain about why the men are the way they are, especially in the black community, even though the system is designed to keep the mother in charge and to push the father away in the black community. That was one of the huge things about welfare, Section 8, and all that type stuff. So that really destroyed the community. That was really, what really broke the families up after slavery. The man can't be in the house, this, that, and the third. And it's unfortunate, but you appreciate his honesty on the situation. But it's unfortunate, honestly. It's honestly unfortunate. It really is that he feels that way. It's unfortunate. You kind of want him to usually you got kids that don't have their father there. They want to be better parents, or they don't have their parents there. They want to be there for everything and do this. And he young, and that excuse only gonna stretch that far. But think about how the other dudes out here move that way. Whether it was the mother don't want you around and you didn't fight to be around, or whether she wanted you around and you want to go rip and run and handle your business, that's your responsibility. And it's easy to make a child, for a lot of people to get in there and enjoy the act of sex, and it's easy to make a child. Easy to become a parent. But when you don't try, or you don't do your job as a parent, what I'm saying, that hampers the child's life. It's a lot of women that feel the same way at points while raising their kids. A lot of them do. A lot of women that work in daycare, a lot of women around, they feel a certain way. I don't want to do this parenting no more. It get hard. Changing diapers, having the patience, especially being on house arrest, no matter how big his house is in Utah. But you had 11 kids and you ain't big on fatherhood. That's like going to buy 11 Lamborghinis or 11 Porsches, and you can't drive. You know what I'm saying? And you start thinking about the women who chooses these guys, and I just think it's more primal than anything. I think women are attracted to men in power. I think women are attracted to men with money. That man that's popular. I think they're attracted to men that other women want. And most importantly, some people would say they're attracted to men who got clout. You know, they all want the fame, they all want the clout, they all want the attachment to be with the man. They're not going to admit that's why a lot of women have a baby, because they think it's going to keep a man or it's going to keep them attached to that man. This is why the baby mamas are crazy, because they still in their mind, a lot of them still in their mind think, and a lot of women are lying online about this, but a lot of them in their mind think that he's going to come around, he's going to come back to me, you know, and he's still hitting it, and we going to be together, and you know what I'm saying? And then when they start to see that really ain't going to happen, now they want to keep the kid away. You know what I'm saying? But I just think bare minimum, they want that attachment to that man. They want that connection with that man. Unless it's part of the exception. And and that's why a lot of men out here don't believe in dating single mothers or seriously dating single mothers. Because they feel that that man is always going to have an attachment. He's always going to be hitting it. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the major things about it. Like, he's still going to be smashing. So, but a lot of parents go through that, especially when the kids in the terrible twos. You got a bunch of kids. You know what I'm saying? You got to deal with school books. You got a couple dollars left, and all of a sudden it's a magical school bus, it's a magical school trip here, and all that type of stuff. You know, you got to have a lot of patience dealing with that, especially being locked in a house with kids. It's crazy. But you know, these are the dudes that's constantly. These are the 20% of dudes that the 80% of women constantly procreate with. And I'm telling y'all, a lot of this is just primal. It's kind of like, and I said this, you know, we're trying to figure this out with a couple guys behind the scene. And this is why, you know, I heard a woman, I was at Family Dollar, one of the women that worked there said, I just like a man taller than me. I just like to look up at him. And, you know, I don't know why. It's a lot of this shit is just primal with them. It's in their nature. It's like the one lion that's just that dude in the pack. And he got 4 or 5 wives that do the hunting, and he procreate with the 4 or 5. Why? Because it's domination. Dominant gene, alpha, strong, cunning, you know, fast. He the top dog. Can't nobody take him out. But the lions fall from grace. It's going right off the steep end. His fall from grace is off the steep end. But that's not to say that. That's just what women like. That's just what a lot of women are attracted to that. It's kind of like the lionesses being attracted to the king of the lion, the king. You know, but hey, it is what it is. Let me know what you girls and guys think. I think they interview with Bootleg Kev at his home. Check out the music and entertainment playlist. Hit the link tree, find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. My link tree will take you everywhere from my Twitch, X, and everywhere else there. Peace.